Welcome to the LCTV Show, a program that highlights organization in the Lynn community. Today we have some special guests that came all the way down from Boston to speak with us. We have members of the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Mass Bay. I have Alex Barber, Community Coordinator, and Jay Cronin, Collegiate Coordinator at the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Massachusetts Bay. How's everybody doing?
Good, good. Thank you for having us, Mukala.
Thank you for coming, despite the red line and all its issues.
I know.
You were able to make it.
Always.
How you guys doing?
Good, good. It's a nice day outside, so hoping everyone is enjoying their days.
I know it's like barbecue weather out there.
It is.
So
with wore shorts.
I know I would have, but my legs are ashy. So how long have you guys been with the Big Brothers Big Sisters?
So for myself, I've been there for almost 2 years, and Jay a little bit longer than me, and actually been doing great work with the recruitment team. We both work in the recruitment team, and he does collegiate. I do mostly Spanish-speak and diversity recruitment. So it's been an amazing journey so far.
For you, Jay, being a college coordinator, recruit, what's the relationship that you have to have with some of the colleges in Massachusetts, in Boston?
I started my journey with Big Brothers Big Sisters when I was at Boston University. Okay. So I became a big brother about 6 years ago. Okay. And then after graduation, I started working directly with Big Brother Big Sisters and strengthening our partnerships with all the universities in Mass Bay, from Gloucester at Endicott all the way through Cape Cod and the islands.
How's that transition for you?
I've loved it. Since I was a big in college, it was very natural for me to be in tune with what I thought college students might want in their experience, and know what I was maybe missing from the support system, and trying to make sure it's as easy as possible for university students to be bigs.
All right. And you said you're part of the recruiting team that recruits Hispanic-speaking bigs. So how many Hispanic-speaking bigs do you seek per year?
We seek to serve, right now we serve around 850 families, 850 families that are Hispanic. Okay. So we try to match as much as we can, but obviously with the language barriers, it's been very difficult. We are only able to match 10% of the families with an actual Hispanic big. So the problem has always been trying to find people that speak Spanish, that want to be mentors in the communities. And oftentimes we do have to get other people that are not Hispanic that are able to speak Spanish. But our goal is always to increase the Hispanic number, so serving matching more than 100 per year. It's our usual goal for the fiscal year.
And you have a big need in the Lynn community, from what I take.
Yeah, we're here. We want to have that great connection. It's been a little bit rough throughout the years, and we want to increase the partnerships that we have in the Lynn community, especially we start in new programs with Endicott, Salem University, and those places. So we want people to come forward and want to mentor the communities around them, because obviously we're here because we have a huge need, and families are coming toward us twice as much as mentors are coming to us from the Lynn area. So,
Now, Jay, you mentioned that you were big yourself while you were in college. Can you just give us a little insight on what that experience was like for you?
Yeah, I love it. I still hang out with my little brother all the time. Just on Monday, we hung out and went to the diner, and then we went and watched the Black Panther movie, which was fantastic.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Go see it again.
I'm waiting.
I won't give any spoilers, but it's good. It's good. For me, being a big, it's the commitment is a couple of times a month for a few hours each time. In our community-based model, it's all about working with kids who are close by to you. My little brother lived about 10-15 minutes away from my home. I go over, I coordinate with his mom, are they free on a Saturday or a Sunday, potentially a Thursday after work if I know I'm traveling that weekend. And we do things like play basketball, eat food. Those are probably our two biggest things we do. I'm a big foodie, and I love playing sports. And we just, hang around the community, do things downtown, kind of get that bucket list thing. I have a lot of things I've always wanted to do in Boston, and my little brother's always really excited to do those things with me.
All right, that's definitely good. I was one myself, and basketball and food was definitely it was definitely one of the things we always used to do. But can you guys speak a little about some of the programs that the Big Brothers has that goes on throughout the years that you guys do to kind of help with the recruiting, or just have events for the kids.
Yeah. So what's great about Big Brothers Big Sisters of Math Space is that we offer endless opportunities. We have at least 4 programs running throughout the year, and but for the Lean area would be mostly community-based. There's an opportunity for Mentor 2.0, and then we do have school-based. But basically community-based, you meet twice a month for a couple of hours. You're matched with a little from your community. Most of the matches are made in, based on common interests and personality, so it's finding the right fit, the person that loves the same thing as you do. So if you're into sports, try to find a little that loves the sports, or let's say specifically basketball or anything like that, arts and crafts, baking, stuff like that. So the community base, you have the freedom of going anywhere. We do ask that it should be low cost or no cost activity, so it should be about building that relationship, that friendship with each other. And we do provide some of the tickets that are benefits from our programs that come from donors, gracious donors. Tickets to Celtics, Aquarium, Museum. We have partnership with those organizations that they either provide free or at a discounted price to facilitate their outings for our big. So there's no obligation for paying for anything. It's free on both sides, and that's why the families and the volunteers love the program. The Mentor 2.0 is a brand new program we started 2 years ago. Right now we have a partnership with the Boston Green Academy and EMK Academy of Health Careers, both in the Boston area, Brighton and Fenway. That one you only meet once a month, and most of the communication is through a web platform. So it's more college focused, where you are matched with the students of 9th grade, so 14, 13 years old. As for the community-based and school-based, it's mostly 7 to 12 youth.
Now, these programs are also good for for college students and high school students. It's good for the extracurricular activities and for the community service activities, because just putting that when they're applying to college, or go further into their careers, they can show that they're kind of helping their community.
Absolutely. I think we always talk often about the need and the want to help the youth and the benefits they get from these programs. And often I spend so much of my time talking with potential volunteers, and they all kind of get it when they think like, yeah, I can see how this could be a positive benefit for the little, but often they don't see how much positive they will get out of it, from their experience hanging out in the community, from the boost in their morale and just the general energy of hanging out with a 7 to 12-year-old, and then also the added benefits of being part of an organization like Big Brothers Big Sisters.
And all we ask is they're 18 and older and they have a good heart, and most of the families, before the little even meets the big, they're already excited. They haven't seen your face, but they know they're going to get a big brother, big sister. They're eagerly excited. It might take a little bit of time because they're shy, obviously, but once you crack their shell,
that
so
breaking
much fun.
the ice moment is always the hardest, especially when you got kids at a certain age. It's like, it's a little,
but trust me, once they're out and doing things they love, the click is easier than thought for most people.
Now I understand that you guys have this yearly event called Big's Night, and can you tell us a little about that event? Because it's pretty much just to honor the bigs, a big celebration for all the big brothers.
Yes, we call it Big Night. We actually had it just a few weeks ago. It's at the House of Blues. We had some great performers. It's a time that we can celebrate our mission, celebrate our big, celebrate our donors, and kind of all come together under one roof and have a party, have a celebration. We were very fortunate that we were able to raise quite a bit of money this year that supports all of our programs and helping create these great one-on-one friendships. Did you have a good time when you were there, Alex?
I volunteered last year, and it was amazing. The folks that are there showing support. David Ortiz was there last year. Jason Derulo. So it's a lot of people showing support for the work that we do within the communities. And we just, in the recruitment side, always looking for volunteers to come to us, which has been a challenge, getting people that are Spanish speaking or Hispanic to volunteer their time. So
that's always the hard thing, is especially the bilingual folks are always the harder. It's understandable. They work a lot, and most of the families that come to us are the similar families where
the parents that work multiple jobs and just looking for their kids to spend some quality time with a positive role model in their life. So it's just being there for someone that needs it. And it's not school related, it's mostly having fun and going out to the park, biking, watching a movie. Simple things that you can really get to know each other and build that relationship. After that, it just becomes like Jay, they become regular friends. And if they want to graduate from the program after 1 year, certainly they're able to, and they just become friends on their own.
Yeah, definitely.
But we do provide the benefits for a reason, and they'll be matched with a match support specialist that helps the volunteer throughout the match, and communication skills, opportunities in the city that can do activities. So we have the support system there, and that's why we've been a valued organization throughout the years in Massachusetts. So.
Now, last month, I understand that was you guys' big recruiting month. Did you guys put together like something for like advertisement or something to?
Yeah, January, when it comes to January, it's obviously the mentoring month.
Okay.
So we plan ahead of time to get folks excited about mentoring and making sure they appreciate the mentors and mentees in their life. So we do campaigns, usually social media, and other things, little things, stories, blogs, to just make sure that the mentors are being appreciated and the mentees are being appreciated as well. Yeah.
And I think it's really important. It's fascinating how Big Brothers Big Sisters is a one-on-one mentoring experience. So often, our bigs and our littles create these friendships, and sometimes they don't realize that there are literally, 2,000 or 3,000 bigs and littles in just the Mass Bay area. So, during January, mentoring month, we really wanted to focus on making sure that the bigs are being appreciated and understanding that there's a community around them of other bigs and the way in which they can refer friends. Each one of our bigs, has friends, has colleagues who could be good mentors, and they also all work at different organizations. And I think the power of, connecting those organizations with us or looking for different recruitment opportunities to be created is always really, really helpful.
Yeah, and also with that bonding, it's like, it lasts forever, but then, maybe a little would want to become a big one day from that experience, so it's just like it recycles itself.
My little brother's getting taller and taller every day, so I think one day he might become the big.
And those are the experience we're looking for. It's providing something they'll remember for a long time and being able to give back. Most of our bigs or mentors that come to us, it's from here and from friends like Jay being a mentor. It's word to word mouth of communicating to friends and families how great the program is. And most people have it in the back of their mind. It's just that little push from seeing us at a table and event, or from presenting, or hearing from a friend. So it's great to get people to talk about us, and it's great to hear people come out and say they've been a big, like yourself, you're a big, Jay being a big. So the support is always needed, and it's very appreciated.
Yeah, and you guys also have something coming up, the casino night? Is that,
Casino Night is part of our Young Professionals group. They've been putting on different events all throughout the year to engage with some of our bigs and some of our young professionals who want to support Big Brothers Big Sisters monetarily as well, potentially as their time as mentors. It's a fun event where we do some fundraising, we do some calls to action, and make it always enjoyable. Because at the end of the day, these mentoring experiences are fun, and so we want our events to reflect that.
Yeah, and I know, let's see, so the summertime's coming, that's when you guys, more events coming up. So can you guys just speak a little about some of the upcoming things that you guys have for the spring and the summer?
So summertime is where we basically out there every week, every weekend on community events, big tabling, always trying to be everywhere we can. Obviously, we are a very small team of recruiters, so we schedule basically to just be as visible as possible within all the communities that we serve. We do serve over 155 cities in the Mass Bay area, from, like Jay said, from Gloucester down to the Cape Islands. We actually have an office just for the Cape, and it's a lot. We serve over our goal for this year is to serve over 3,000 families.
Okay.
So that's a huge goal. We've been hitting most of our goals, but always getting the challenge of some cities like Lynn, Revere, and those places, getting people to come to us that are Spanish speaking, or just any mentors or volunteers that want to spend time.
Yeah. And there's something I also like what you guys do on your website. You guys always have, you highlight a big and a little. It's like a big of the month or something like that. You just highlight, it's a story about a big and a little, like their whole experience of being bigs and little. What was the mindset when you guys decided to do something like that? Because I like that whole concept of just highlighting some bigs and their littles.
I think it's so important. When you go into a room, we do presentations all the time, and I'll always ask the question, has anyone heard of Big Brother, Big Sister before? And they say, yeah, of course I have. And then you ask, does someone know a big? And slowly but surely, you start to realize that they've heard the name, but they don't exactly know what it means to be a big, or what you'll actually be doing day to day on your outings. Mm-hmm. So kind of highlighting some of these relationships, talking about what they're interested in, talking about maybe it's a big who loves playing guitar and the little always loved music and they just started playing guitar, or how their friendship grew. I think it's very easy for people to read those, connect with those, and kind of see how their lives could be affected or improved by being a big. Yeah. And we love highlighting and talking to our bigs because they have such great stories.
Yeah, and then it shows how easy it is to actually become a big and a big sister or big brother. Activities that both benefit the sides that are involved. It's not just the little that's getting something out of it. Yeah. It's actually the big enjoying that time and doing something they actually love. So it shows a lot from the organization as well, and then hopefully people learn more and want to become involved with us in some sort of way. So.
Yeah, because that's the thing, when you read those stories, you see they kind of experience how it first started, and then as they get to know more and more about each other, the bigs sometimes are more excited than the little.
And it happens a lot where you hear your match support team are checking in with the bigs, and the bigs are like, oh my God, I'm so excited to do this, and that with my little. And when you hear and you talk to the little, they're like, yeah, it was fun, it was great, but they're not really telling you a lot, but inside it's changed a lot of their views and how they see certain things. So, and it takes sometimes years to really get what they felt at the time, because they come to realize as they grow. So. Yeah, it's great for both sides.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely great. Another program I like that you guys did was the Bigs and Blue program. That program, I think, we did a story on that with one of my grad school course. And I think that program was a great way to better relationships with the police and the community by having Boston Police be a part in mentoring some of the young kids in their neighborhoods.
I think, definitely breaking down those barriers to entry, having individuals connect and meet, the idea of community policing and being part of the community is just so important on so many different levels. It's something Big Brothers Big Sisters nationally has really been trying to incorporate, and at Mass Bay we've been one of the first Big Brothers Big Sisters who have really focused on that, and working with the Boston Police Department and also different district police departments in the Cape and other places. It seems to be growing more and more and getting more and more momentum, and it's something that both the police departments and the communities and everyone seems to see the benefit of it.
Yeah, because I know you guys got a pretty decent amount of officers that chose to be in that. So, I think that's a success in itself right there.
Yeah, and we're always trying to grow. The Boston Police and Barnes, so they've been very supportive of our engagement with the community. So they're getting folks to come in. Obviously, police officers have a busy schedule, and we are trying our hardest to get them to volunteer their time and commit more time into the community they already are. But it's been an amazing support from both sides, the community, the police departments. They've been with us trying to figure out better ways to serve the communities.
Yeah, that's one thing I commend them for, because a lot of officers, some do overtime, some are working from sun up to sundown, but then they'll still find a way to at least put in 1 or 2 hours.
Imagine other folks that may think this is an overcommitment, and it's literally 2 to 3 hours twice a month, and those hours you usually are doing sleeping or things that you're running, you can bring your little to, or you go into a basketball game, you can bring your little to. So it's finding it's events that you wouldn't think that a little would want to go, but they certainly just want to be out there and be with someone that cares. So.
I think the more and more you grow these partnerships too, it's something I've definitely seen on university campuses. When you first go and talk to a group, maybe a sports team, like a basketball team, something like that, maybe they're interested, they know about it, but as soon as one of the players become big, and the next year you go back and then they stand up and go, guys, this is great, this is fun, then you get more people and it becomes part of the culture of that team, and we're hoping it becomes, you know, potentially part of the culture of the Boston Police Department and other different districts around.
Yeah, and definitely.
With Lynn, we are obviously want more organizations to come to us that want to partner with us, that have ideas that how to get folks to volunteer and become mentors. So it would be great. It's my information is out there, our website and everything. So
yeah. And lastly, before we go, if they want to get involved or find more further information, where can they do that?
They can go to our website. It's pretty easy. All the information are there about the programs that serve Lynn in the areas. It's massbaybigs.org, and for college students
it's collegebigs.org. So we try and make it as easy as possible for individuals to join. And even if you just Google Big Brothers Big Sisters in your local area, it will come up, and it will be something that you can definitely get involved with.
All right, awesome. So we're running out of time, but I want to thank you guys for coming. Thank you for telling us about the Big Brothers Big Sisters. Mass Bay will definitely keep in touch with you guys and help you out in any way we can.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank
no problem. You've been watching the LCTV Show. I've been your host, Mukala Kabongo. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter, Lynn Community Television. Check us out on YouTube, Lynn Community Television. Subscribe to the channel and go to our website, www.lyntv.org. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.